Hello guys, welcome to the Bonsai Life. I had many requests after doing that short video with the desert roses with Adenium. I had a lot of requests how did it, how the whole that procedure is going. So I will do this one all the way from scratch. So in that first video you missed actually a few steps. So I have this Adenium. This is like kind of like, this one is fast growing type. I don't like them so much because like this is the growth of like this year, like in let's say 2 months. So I don't like that so much, but they're flowering non-stop, and like if I leave her now alone I will have like tons of flowers non-stop. I had like here like 2 3, now one is gone, here are two are gone, the new one is now flowering, here is one, and here is two more, here is one, and here is like 1 2 3 4. Here will be fifth one, here is like two of them, and they're non-stop popping out, non-stop. So you will have non-stop white flowers. And this is just cuttings from this one. Let's say three years old, some of them. So it was like 8 or 9 of them. 6 survive. 5, 2, 4, 5. 5 of them survive. And they're flowering for like 2 seasons already. They're flowering, but I want to take them out, put them separately in small containers, or maybe I will make a forest out of this one. So I will put them in like different, make something different. I will start with this one. So this is the last what I can, like, because it's not gonna be so many hot days, and when I take this out, oh my god, it's so root bound. And when I take this out, the main thing is not to plant it straight away. You can't plant the desert roses right away. You need to wait at least, when weather is not so nice, you need to wait at least, let's say 4 days at least. So all the cuts you done, they have to heal. If I do all the job now with this and put in the soil right away, everything will be rotten. I will lose this desert rose. So first of all, I have to see where I have my roots. Last year I had I did a huge trunk chop, so I cut everything from here down below. So here it was the codex, like from here to here, let's say. So I cut everything, all the roots, everything. And then let me check what did I use to adjust the roots. Just a second, I don't see it yet. This is all the roots you see, that's the new roots. Those are all new roots. They grow in last 2 years, let's say 2 years. I didn't repot her last year because I'm not a huge fan of this desert rose, because it's growing too fast. It's just growing too fast. Fast growth is not, like, it's not always good. Sometimes on some plants that's like okay, but not all need like fast grow. So So this was down below. So okay, at least I have really nice decent roots. Here some roots are fusing together and I don't want fused roots, so I think I will cut some of the roots. So this is what I got, what I have, and I don't want any roots growing like crossing roots or I don't want any roots growing up, sideways or something like that. I want my roots growing nicely down, so to use that what I was using to straighten up these roots. So I have here one root growing down and I have many roots around it. So I want to make some separation. I will use these thicker roots because the rest are approximately the same size. So I will cut all these other roots around. This one is anyway crossing. I don't want any roots down on the bottom of the codex, so I will cut the roots on the bottom. Usually they're not growing when I use the lid or something like that. They're not growing, but this time I have some. In the next growing season I will use something else, not just lid. They will not grow again. So here I have some roots that I don't need. This one is actually crossing this one. Let me check. This one is growing on the side. This one is crossing, definitely. I don't need this one. These were like fat roots that I left something, so I can let's say chop this off and use this. I can cut this off and use these roots here. So I can cut these growing on the side. I don't need them. I don't need roots growing up. Here I have 3 roots. I don't need all 3 roots. This one will have interesting shape. Now I will cut this thick root on the side, so later I will get some taper. Maybe I don't need this one too. I don't need this one. Some roots on the bottom. This one is crossing. I don't need this one. I don't need the roots growing down. Can shorten them a bit. So these are quite okay. They are really close to each other, so I could take this one and use just this one, so it will be this separation between the roots. Or I can take this one and it will be root, root, root. So I will take this middle root off. Like Nigel Sanders say, zombie apocalypse. And I will shorten them, definitely. This one is too thick. I can shorten it like this. This one It's too long. Can shorten this one. Can shorten this one. And I have to trim everything what is on the bottom. I don't need anything. Usually on others I have like a skin is formed, you know, and it looks like a skin from turtle, and when that is formed, then you don't have any new growth roots on the bottom. This one is still new, so the roots are growing. I think this one I don't need. I don't need this one. I don't need this one. So as you can see, here was the trunk chop. So you can see this line. So these were like small roots maybe that they're left when here was like that bump, like, and I cut everything, so it was actually a cutting. So that's how you're supposed to start every your desert rose. They call this like a Thailand star. So I will have on the end these roots on the same places, like I will try like branches. So this will be on the surface, and you will see on the surface these roots when they thicken up and form nice nabari. And now, because I don't need so long branches, I will cut the branches in favor of ramification. So I don't need these thick branches. Usually these points where you have there you will get the new branches. So usually I look for the points facing outwards. So if I cut this here, I will get one branch here and probably one branch here, maybe here. So because I want some taper, so I will cut, let's say here, and I will get one branch here, one branch here. Usually it's best to look for the place where you have the most of that dots. So one, here I have where the leaves were before. So this one actually would be quite good. So I will cut it here. This one is definitely too long. Here I have some old stuff from last pruning. So what I want something on the sideways. Here I have one, so maybe here I have branches too, so this would be good. This would be quite good. So I will cut it here and I will see what I will get. This one is definitely too long. It's shading these small branches, these inner branches, so, and I want something to fill these sides. So here I have some nice places with dormant buds, and I will cut it like this. This one, I have here a branch on the nice place, and this inner branch I don't need actually at all, so I will cut this off totally. And this one is quite okay actually. So This one have flowers on it, so maybe I don't need that. So now the main thing. I will take some wire or something, and I will hang this desert rose like this for a few days, and I will take a cinnamon and I will put the cinnamon on the cut points. So I think I have cinnamon everywhere. I think my neighbor have cinnamon also. So this is it, and I will leave this one. I will just hang her and leave till I see that these wounds are totally closed. You can see they're closed. You can see that they go kind of, they make like a new skin, and they go inside a bit. Wait a second, I will show you. So you can see this one. This was a bottom part from this one. So this is totally healed. I leave it a bit too long. It was like maybe 10 days on the air, just on the sun. It didn't need that much. Like after 3 or 4 days, I think this one was good, but I think I was lazy, and because these bottom parts I never use, I have them, let's say, they will live, but I think you will never get any branches on it till you do some grafting. I can show you some. I have them like 3 years or something like that, and they're living, but nothing didn't pop out, and I'm just waiting for the right branches. I don't want to use these. I want to use the branches from Ethiopian desert roses, or from some other, like Somalans or something like that, something more rare. So then I will graft those branches on these stubs and use them as my like roots. So I will show you. So this is like 3 years old, and these are the roots from Adenium obesum, that classic one, and I think this root is from this thick one, and nothing. It's not that it's living, but nothing is like, it's not growing at all. It's living, but maybe if I now take a knife, make here, like split this root and stuck this branch here, then this will start growing actually. But I want something like really something good. So maybe I can test one and stuck it here, make a split here, put the branch inside and glue it, or you can cut a nice clean cut and use this fast glue and just glue the sides. And when you glue the sides, you put you put some back on the top, so you don't have any wind, and so you don't move this branch at all, and they will fuse, and this will start growing. But now I don't keep those, because they don't have any sense, you know. The main thing is this, you know. So here on the end you will have codex, nice codex. This one started on the same way. I cut everything on the bottom. I cut all the branches few times. I just leave the branches that are fanning out, and it's thickening and thickening. And now I have my nice roots inside. So I will do with this one the same thing like with this one I will take some huge bowl, put it here, put the roots on the place, and start growing this way, and I will just fatten up the codex more and more and more, make a new branches on the nice places, make a nice broom style canopy, and enjoy in the white flowers. But now the main thing is to just don't let the roots go wild, because when you see those classic desert roses with twisty roots, I don't know, they are nice, some of them are nice, but that's not just my style. I want something like a little bit more. I want to make a nice bonsai tree out of the desert roses, and they can stand really a lot. If you chop everything, don't worry. If the weather is really hot, they will live, no problems. They will add the new roots, no problem. Don't worry, just don't be afraid. If you don't risk, you don't get anything. I even my rarest adeniums I did the same thing, and I have just one of each of them. So, but I know new roots will pop out, so I'm not afraid. I just I take the risk, you know. So don't be afraid. Try it. Use the hot weather. You can do this in the winter. You can do this in the fall. You have to do this in the summertime when you have really hot weather, when you can use that hot weather for a new root, for creating a new roots. And if it's rainy season or something, wait a little bit. When you get that 1 week period of hot weather, then do it, because they liked water. People are doing the mistakes. They're watering them once in 4 days, once in every third day, or they're watering them let's say maximum twice a week. I water them 2 times a day, and they're thriving. Look these flowers. Look everything. This one recovered in, let's say, a week and a half. It was totally blasting, you know. So when you repot them, that easy with water, just little bit spray on the codex once in the morning. But when you see the new leaves are popping out, that's mean new roots are growing, so you can start watering more and more and more. When you have full leaves on, you're ready to water fully, daily, just no problem. Today we will continue working on this adenium. This is 5th day drying, and you can see it's all dried up. Please mind that I'm filming alone solo this second part, so you may not get that nice camera work. So I couldn't find my blue foam that I'm working with usually with desert roses, so I have this, and this is what I prepared for this one. It's not so thick on all sides. I would like to be at least this thick, so I can attach my roots, but this will be good at least for now. Then later I will make a better one in next repotting. Now I just want to fix the roots, something like this, or maybe something like this. So I will take these roots, and I have piece of wire This is 1.5 mil wire, and what I'm gonna do, I will cut like maybe 2 centimeters pieces of wire, and I will bend these pieces like this. Something like this. And I will take my adenium, and where I want my roots to go, so as you can see, and that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do with all the roots. So this is about it. It would be much better if it's like a bit bigger, bit thicker, so the roots can go like this, but I can fix that in the next repotting. I can make a better base, and now I have this pot, so now I will put mesh, some lava stones, and I will pot this. Here I have now lava stones, I have my mesh, and I have some soil, and I will put some more. And this is not my base mix what I use on all the other trees. This is like, I have a bit more bark here in this mix, and I have coarse perlite. So this is like about this perlite is size is about 2-3 millimeters. So it's a little bit bigger than the one that I use in on my other trees, my standard mix. And I have here cocoa bark and pine bark. So I could maybe bury this a bit deeper. I will see if this will drop a bit, or I will have to replant it one more time. I have something like this. That's a box from something, and I will use this, like, let's say this high piece of plastic, and I will make a circle. So now we'll measure looks like it's good, the size how it is, bit smaller. It's like maybe 2 centimeters smaller. So what I'm gonna do, I will cut that 2 centimeters off. Then I will overlap this plastic make one hole on the upper part, just connect the two parts with wire, and do the same thing on the lower part. This is what I make. I will carefully, oh my god, this rose is flowering again. I have to take those flowers off. And now I will try to put around as deep as I can. This will sit a little bit more when I water the tree and everything. So now I will put my soil. So this will be great for making the roots, that upper roots. So later on I can take this off and expose the roots. This will be there just for, let's say, 60 days or something like that. When the roots grow, when they touch the pot and grow into the pot, I will take this off and I will expose the roots to the sun, so the roots that are exposed to the sun will grow much faster and much better. So now I will not water the planting. I will just mist it a bit. So I will show you. So next let's say about week or 5 days, I will do just this. So early in the morning I will just mist the trunk and that's it. That's all watering what this desert rose will get in next, let's say, 5 days to 1 week. And after that, in that, let's say, a week, I will be able to see a new growth. And then when I see that all this is popping really nicely, so then I will know, okay, I can start watering fully. So then I will water on everyday basis. But you have to come there slowly. So this is it. This is all for now. I hope you understand how I do my desert rose bonsai trees called Thailand Star or Thai Star. And later on, when I expose the big one with the roots, then you will understand why it's Thailand Star. So if you'd like the video, please thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye guys.